I received this today. It is a Donner DLP-124S. It's a solid body, full-size guitar, LP style. The kit says it is sunburst yellow. Comes with a bag, a strap, and a cable for beginner. Sorry if there's a shaky video quality. My tripod decided to break today. So, inside the box, I will go over what the contents are. I will note there's a little bit of scuffing and stuff on the box. There's a dent right there. You probably can't see it very well. There's a little ding right here as well. And on the back side, I did get a nice big gouge. And it looks like it went all the way. Yeah, it went all the way in. I did just cut the tape off. However, this one piece of tape never stuck. But inside the box, we have what appears to be an instrument cable, as it said, and a guitar strap. It says Donner on it. Looks like it has a shoelace attached to it as well, so you could use it with an acoustic guitar. It comes with a gig bag. Pretty standard, straightforward. And it looks like an Allen key in there. This will be for your neck truss rod adjustment. On this style of guitar, you shouldn't need an additional one because the only adjustment you'll have will be on the entire stop bar and saddle. So, let's open it up and see what it looks like. Now, they call this a sunburst yellow. I'm curious what that is to them. Alright, so I'll be looking this over for any noticeable damage. As I said, in shipping, the box did get kind of marred up, but I'm hopeful that it didn't get actual damage. I'm going to set the phone. Alright, so here's what we've got. It says Donner up at the top. Looks to be modern style tuners. Yep, they are almost a Grover style tuner. I can get on board with that. It actually looks similar to what Squier has on their stock tuners. I do have one of those around I could compare. The neck is actually, feels like it's unfinished or very lightly finished. It has a really great feel, and the curvature of the neck is really good too. It's very thin neck. There is a binding on this, which I was not expecting at this price point. The guitar kit was I want to say around $150. It comes with a string action ruler, so that can actually be helpful in doing your setup. And on the back side of that, there is little chord charts, so that's kind of cool. We'll take this off. Let's take a feel on the strings. They feel like 9 gauge strings to me. Yeah, so for me, those are a little bit light for this style of a guitar. Looking over the body of the guitar, the finish doesn't look bad, actually. Finish looks pretty good. I like the burst color on this, which I'm not typically a huge fan of. So kudos on that. I like that it's a decent grain pattern too. I have to assume that that's actually a veneer because it looks so universal on the grain pattern. I don't think you can see that on the video. Rhythm and treble toggle. And it looks like a single volume and a single tone. Uh-oh. So, one thing notable here. Tone feels great. Switch feels good. Volume, that pot's spinning. I can feel it. It's not a hard repair. As a matter of fact, it should just be a back cover. Yep, back cover right there. Hold it tight, tighten the nut. But I do want to look over the back as well because, as I said, there was a big gouge in the box during shipping. But it doesn't appear to be dented, dinged, damaged, no finish broken or cracked. So it looks good. Everything about it looks pretty solid. I doubt it's in tune. It is certainly not. However, overall, it looks good. Strap peg there, output jack right there. So, I think that this should be a pretty solid beginner guitar. Okay, so now that I've gone through the unboxing portion and shown you everything in the case, let's get a couple of samples of how this thing sounds. I'm going to start on the neck pickup, go to the middle, then go to the bridge on some cleans, and then do the reverse on some crunch, and then do a little bit of lead work just to hear kind of the clarity. Nothing super crazy, but just so you can get an idea of what you got going on and what you can expect. So, starting with the neck. So with that, I would actually say that the balance on the pickup is pretty good. The overall tone is decent. It is a little bit fizzy on the high end for what I'm accustomed to, but it's not in a bad way, and the clarity is pretty good. The balance and clarity is pretty solid, so even on clean, on the bridge, it's a nice bright chimey, and on the neck, you got a much rounder sound. I wouldn't say it's a fuller sound. I would say it's a rounder sound with a lot more bottom end. The high end is much more tamed on the neck pickup for sure. blend of the two. I don't love it on crunch, but it's pretty good on the clean. So, the overall question, I'm sure, is it worth it? Is it just a cheap pile of garbage, or is it actually a really decent guitar for the price? And in my honest opinion, I think that guitar is better than a lot of the beginner guitars that I started out with. As a matter of fact, several of the ones that I purchased were guitars that needed a lot of work just to be playable. I didn't know anything about it. I didn't know how to fix them. So for me, it ended up being a big process of play, tune, play, tune, play, tune. And then finally, at some point, I figured out how to fix up my own guitar and get it playing well. If you can figure out how to do a basic setup on the guitar, you can actually take this guitar from a decent beginner guitar to a great beginner guitar, or even something that an intermediate player can just throw on their back and go play at a buddy's house. You know, I've been playing for 15 years, and honestly, I would not hesitate to take this to go jam with somebody. I think it's a great guitar, and it's a great value. And if you're on the fence about purchasing a inexpensive guitar, maybe to start out, or a first or second guitar for a young student, or even just something that you just want to be able to throw in the back of your vehicle and go jam, I think it's a great purchase. I don't think there's anything that would hold me back from purchasing it again. I truly believe that you can get a great bang for your buck these days in the price range of under $200. And I'm excited to see what else Donner puts out, because everything I've purchased from them so far has been of good quality at a really affordable, fair price. So it's just my honest opinion. I hope that this has helped you on making your decision about whether or not you'd consider this guitar. Let me know in the comments if you think that you would like to look into this guitar, or if you think that I'm full of it and that the guitar is complete trash. Either way, I respect your opinion. Feel free to leave comments below.